monogamy is at its lowest. The reason is simple, okay? It's because we have access to a lot of things, and the mentality has changed. Societal mentality and approach to traditional ways of life has changed. People do not want to feel how you call it, imprisoned by one person. I'm saying imprisoned, carefully, because this is the mentality of the new generation. Okay, being attached and being committed to one person, it is viewed as imprisonment to this new generation. They don't want to, quote unquote, abide by monogamy. So, therefore, the practice of monogamy is now a facade. It is not a practice where people indulge in anymore. That's how come in the US we have a lot of names, different names that apply to the nature of different relationship, whereby someone will say, "Well, I'm in a situationship. I'm in a non-committed relationship." How you call it? What is the other term? Friends with benefits. We are all familiar with that term. So there are numerous relationship whereby people, are together without the essence or the pressure of commitment. Okay, so therefore they don't want the burden of commitment. Being committed to one person is a notion that most cannot align with anymore with our generation. Okay, I don't want to say unfortunately, I just want to say it is how you call it, evolutionary. It is evolution, because the mentality of people are changing with time as time goes by. I think this can be due to the statistical research based on monogamy. The failure rate of monogamy has rendered this practice very questionable. People are questioning the practice of monogamy and see if it is okay to be, if it is worth, choosing to become monogamous these days. What does it give? How come so many people are failing at it? When I want to talk about infidelities, I don't want to emphasize on male practices, okay, of infidelity, because these days when we want to address the concept of infidelity, we need to be able to also address the genders that are involved in this practice. I would like to say, based on a lot of books that I read and based on societal practices, based on what I see, infidelities is now practiced by both genders, not only the male gender, though there is one gender that leads the most, and that is the male gender. Okay, they are the leading, but it doesn't mean that the female female gender, whatever it is, do not practice infidelity. uh, so therefore monogamy is definitely questionable. People do not want to practice monogamy because of the failure rate. When something is failing, why would you go into it? And that's the question. Then someone will say, Rose, where are your your traditional cues? Where are, you know, the essence of the tradition that you have adapted? I may have adopted certain traditional belief, but we are talking about the new generation, the generation that you live in. What are the practices? The future generation, what are they practicing? What are they leaning towards? Are they smarter than the older generation that thought monogamy could be practiced? That's the question. Can monogamy survive in this generation? I am here to say no. I don't think monogamy can survive in this generation. It is not being practiced. It is not a welcome practice. It is not a practice that this new generation want to indulge in. What are my stance on that? What are my belief system on that? Do I think this new generation is smarter than the old generation for not wanting to practice monogamy? I would say yes, because the older generation may have been delusional, thinking that monogamy could is sustainable, or monogamy could be sustained, okay, by this new generation. Maybe back in the days, monogamy was a thing, but with this generation, I am here by saying that you look like under the bed. What? You look like under the bed. Okay, yeah, so be it. Uh, maybe I am, I mean, I woke up not long ago. So let's proceed forward. So therefore, monogamy is not sustainable anymore. It is failing because this new generation is exposed to a lot of activities that may, get their attention. Activities. There is the internet, whereby you can go on certain site and indulge in certain practices, that will just make you question monogamy. That will make you question, okay, not question the person that you are with, but that you make you want to be with other people. We have access to those type of site, but the old generation could practice monogamy because there wasn't a lot of distraction. Simple as that. And the let me tell you one thing, the mindset of the woman, because we said that women do have the keys to decide the person that is I mean, women do decide who gets laid, meaning that women do hold the keys to oh oh, thank you. I know, right? I just woke up and I do wear glasses. So when I don't wear glasses, I have tendency to, to close my eyes. I mean, it's weird, and I just woke up, so I may have look right here. Yeah, I get it. Thank you, though. Thank you. So therefore, as I was saying, that the concept of monogamy is a hard pill to swallow for the new generation. And when I look at the thought process, I would say they have every right to not want to practice monogamy. It is, I think it's 9. It's 9 a.m., okay? It's 9 a.m. But hey, it's 9 a.m. I just look like this because I didn't sleep well last night too. So there's a lot of reasons that goes into why my under eye look like this. Let's focus on the topic of monogamy, okay? Don't focus on me so much, okay? All right, let's get back to what we were saying. Monogamy is a hard pill to swallow because the women that hold the keys to deciding on which men get laid do not want to practice monogamy. Simple as that. If women were willing to practice monogamy, then I don't think the men would have a choice but to practice monogamy. Meaning that if there wasn't a supply of women that were willing to be unfaithful or willing to practice the act of infidelity with other men, I don't think men would have a choice. I think women have the power to decide, the societal norm, not men, because women decide which man is going to get intimate. They are going to get intimate with. Do you understand me? So the fact that the woman do decide which man gets laid or not, then I would like to say infidelity wouldn't have been an option if women were not willing to practice that with men that are wanting to become infidel or unfaithful to their partners. If every woman were on the same not spectrum, but on yeah, I would say it on the same line, or belief system, then I would like to say the practice of infidelity would have been at its lowest. Because women are willing these days to compete with each other to convince men that they can do better than the other woman. So therefore, men have the option to become infidel with other women. Infidelity would have taken place if women didn't participate. Okay? So therefore, what am I saying? I am saying that monogamy is at its lowest because women do not want to practice monogamy anymore. It's not up to men, to practice monogamy. It's up to the woman that hold the keys to sexuality. A man cannot express his sexuality if a woman doesn't give him a chance. So what are my take? My take says a man cannot practice monogamy, okay, if women are not willing. Simple as that. Monogamy is at lowest because it is unsustainable on both parties, men or women. The mentality of monogamy has run out of the window because of distraction. No one believes in it anymore. The failure rate is high. It's like marriages. I am the one who made a video saying that marriage has a sting or marriage is going to sting The concept of marriage is going down the drain because of the failure rate of marriage. Marriage may be questionable because every belief system or thought process that people have about marriage, based on statistics, it is not sustainable anymore. The failure rate is high, the divorce rate is high. So it's making people question, is marriage a good practice that I would like to go into without losing everything? That's the question. Good morning. Hi. Hi, buddy. Morning to you, okay? Um, so therefore, I'm here to say desire have taken over. Our desire has taken over our morality. This new generation cares more about fulfilling their sexual desires than their moral. They know that being unfaithful is not right, but they cannot help the concept of being in a monogamous relationship. But I respect the ones that are, honest and tell their partner that they cannot practice monogamy, meaning that this is all you're coming into. I cannot practice monogamy. I cannot survive monogamy because I have the tendency to cheat on my partner. I will cheat on you. Do you want to be with me? hmm So I respect those that lays everything on the table and let their future or potential partner know what they're getting into. But the one that hides, I question their practice. Monogamy is unsustainable by this generation, even by the old generation. Okay, the old generation, the women were humble. They knew what their men were doing, though they did not participate as much as this new generation. With this new generation, the women are participating in their leading. They don't want monogamy either. Why would the men want it? If you don't want to be with him, he can go out there and be with Samantha, be with Amanda. So, is monogamy sustainable? I would say no. You want to question and rethink? Well, the new generation has figured it out. It's not a practice that is sustainable. That being said, uncommon theories, uncommon answer. Again, my name is Rose, and I shall always remain the Rose that you know. Thank you. Take care.